Alrighty folks, Joe from Feel Like Craps. We're back at it again. I do feel like craps this morning, and I hope that you do as well. I'm doing a little revamp on the revised setup here. Trying to get as much of the shot in as we can. We've got a $500 bankroll over here to get us started, and what better way to christen this table than to do the field bullet. I'm going to see if we can make it work with 500. We may need to buy in for more, but we may need to make additional buy here as depending on how everything works as we get going. We're not going to do any pass line betting or don't pass betting, so we'll get our marker out for that. Over here a little further so you can see it in the shot. Bear with me 1 second. There we go. That's a little better. You'll see my hand through most of this, but it's the best we can do with the setup we have. So here we go. First shooter's coming out. We're looking for a point, and that's not a point shooter. That's a 7. Come out 7. Frontline winner. Bert and Ernie, the square pair. They're going to be our first point for the day, and now we're going to load up. This is going to be a lot for this. We're going to do 15 in the field, 35 on top. So if we hit a 6, the only one we don't have coverage on is a 5. So we're going to leave that as it is for the time being. Perhaps maybe our first field win will go toward a 5, but then after that, once we get our field to start working for us, we're going to expand out to these other numbers and hopefully grab them and get some double coverage on some numbers. But let's see what the dice gods say. We're all set up, dice are out. It's a 4, easy 4, 3-1. So that'll get us 15 for the field. We'll go cover the 5. Dice are out. There's a hard 10, another field number. Puppy paws, that's good for another 15. We'll grab the 9 and just keep grabbing out with our field bullet. 6, 2, 8. That's a loss of 15 and a gain of 35. So we're going to get 20. A box number goes back to the rack. So that's $20 back to the rack. Dice are out. 5-2, you're all through. So that ends that. We definitely didn't make money on that. Which is partially why it's probably not a good idea to have done this with a $500 bankroll. But that being as it may, we're going to look for a new point. Dice are out. That's another 7. 3, 4, 7. 6, 1, 7. We're getting our come out 7s out of the way now. 5, 1 mixers. 5, 1 easy 6. Our point is 6, and we're going to get set up now. We could vary this field bullet and make it 10, and that way we're going to get 25 back. So we have 35 minus 10 for 25. That's actually a good idea because that way we can get more money on these box numbers. So let's try that, see how it works. Hard 10, it's a puppy paws. $10, we'll grab the 5. That way we cancel out the field. 12 craps, that's a double in the bubble. Actually, I did not reach down and grab. I grabbed from the rack. I did not grab from profit, so we'll pay the 10 there. Yeah, this should go back to my rack. This needs to get paid from the casino. And now I've got, that should have got paid, so we're going to get double in the bubble here. Because our buddy number 12 pays double, so we'll go out and grab these guys. Our fields expand us out. So here we go, dice are out. 3 craps, that's a field winner. We'll take another 10, and now we got coverage on every number. Dice are out. 3, 1, 4, very good. We're going to start hitting that. We're going to buy the 4 and 10. Joe Casino will allow a buy on a 4 and a 10 at the $10 level. So we're going to get $19 back after we satisfy the VIG police and keep them off our hides. So $19. There we go. And a field win. That's a 4. That's also a field win. So we're going to do that. We'll split that up between the 4 and the 10. Dice are out. 4, 2, 6. That's 35 minus 10. So we get 25 to come back to the rack on that one. Dice are out. 5, 4, Nina, Niner, Wine and Diner. A field winner and a winner on top. $1 will get us 15 for the win on top. 15 for that, 10 for the field. The 15 goes back to the rack. And the 10 goes out here. We're going to start pumping up our outside numbers. Dice are out. 6, 5, yo, 11, pay the field. And what do we got? 6 and 8. We'll spread the love out. Of course, we got to get a top hat for them, so off that goes. Dice are out. 5, 4, 9. 15 will get us 21 and a win in the field. So let's count them out. 10 for the field. 21 on top. Not a bad haul so far, and we'll stick with the 4 and 10 to pump them up for the field, and the dice are out. 6, 3, 9, Nina. Another field winner, and same reimbursement as the previous roll, which is always nice. We got 10 for the field, 21 for the 9. The box number win goes back to the rack. The field win gets put somewhere on the board. Here they come. 6, 4, 10. We got a good shooter in the house. That's 20. So $1 VIG will get us 40. Bear with me 1 second while we count this out. And we gotta not forget also that we have 10 for the field, 40 on top. $1 goes back to the casino for the VIG. And this goes somewhere on the board. So far, I haven't upped the 6 or the 8 yet, so we'll give them their just desserts and give them another top hat. Dice are out. 5, 4, 9. We got a winner. 20 will get us 28 on top. And another 10 for the field. So 28 on top goes back to the rack. 10 for the field. And we'll bump the 4 and 10 up. That's going to bring us to the $25 level on them. So 1 green chip. Dice are out. 6, 3, 9, Nina. And actually, yes, that's right. We were good. Just wanted to make sure we didn't cheat ourselves out of anything there, and we didn't. That's going to be $10 for the field. And our box numbers are actually starting to get us some nice profit now. So 28 and 10. Put it back in the rack, Jack, as Waylon from Waylon's Way Craps would say. These guys are now at the $25 level, so we'll pretty them up a little bit. Dice are out. And it had to end at some point, folks. 5-2, you're all through, so the casino's going to get all of this back. But we made some good money, so really can't complain all too much on that shooter. he did us good. So maybe in line for a little bit of a tip there. We're looking good on the rack, so never hit that point. But in any event, here we go. Dice are out. New shooter's up. 6-1 on the come out. Pay the line. We're not on the line, though. We're waiting for a point. That's a craps number. We just cost our line bettors some money there. They won and then they lost. Dice are out. Hard 10. Puppy paws. Our next point of the day will be a 10. And we'll get set back up. In the field. Dice are out. 12 craps. That's a double in the bubble. We like that. The field will get us double for that. Triple at some casinos, but Joe Casino is double. So we'll expand to the 5 and 9. Dice are out. 3-1-4. Field winner. And we'll expand out to that with the field win. Here they come. 5-3-8. 35 minus 10 is good for $25 back to the rack. Dice are out. 2-1-3. If I'm in the field, that's for me. There we go. We're expanded out to all our numbers now. Dice are out. And of course, when we expand out to all numbers, the dice have to 7. So, you know, that it is what it is. The casino will take all of this back. Finally got everything on all the numbers right where we need to be. And of course, the 7 is always one roll away. So 6 and 8. Made no money on that. In fact, we lost money on that last roll. So it is what it is. And we're not going to play the come out. So dice are out. 3-1-4. We have a point of 4. And we'll get set back up here. Dice are out. 5-3-8. That's a $25 winner. Send it right back into the rack. And a 4-3-7. Shooters are starting to suck now. 0.7 out. No, actually one roll. We were one roll, no butter. Here, there we go. Dice are out. We're looking for a point. Back on the 4. 3-1-4, an easy 4. And we'll try it again. All of those profits we got before are just about removed. Which is why this strategy is just a touch bit vulnerable. There's a lot out here and it takes a while to get it back. 6-3-9. Because we have to get these field numbers taken care of first. And by that point, our buddy is close at hand. That's 12 box cars. That's going to be good for double in the bubble and get us covered a little sooner up top here. Dice are out. 4-1-5. So basically, that's a cancel. We're going to get $4 on that because 10 of it has to stay in the field, but $4 is better than a $10 loss. Dice are out. 5-1 mixer. That's a $25 back to the rack. Dice are out. 3-2-5 Fever. $1 will get us 5. Dice are out. Looking for another field number. There it is. Easy 10. 6-4-10. We'll move out and cover the 10. We're all set. Dice are out. 5-3-8. Easy 8. That was a 5. 5-3-8. And that will be a green chip back to the rack. Dice are out. 6, 4, 10. It's Big Ben, our best friend, number 10. And that is going to be $1 VIG on top for a $20 win. And of course, 10 for the field, 20 on top. The 20 goes back to the rack. The 10 goes somewhere. This time we'll stick inside. We'll stick with the 5 and 9 first. Dice are out. 6, 2, 8. An easy 8. That, my friends, will be $35 winner. We keep 10 in the field, 25 back to the rack, and here they come. 3 craps. 1, 2, 3. If I'm in the field, that's for me. We'll take it. Bump the 4 and 10 up. Here they come. 4, 1, 5. 15 will get us 21 minus 10 will get us 11. So $11 will go back to the rack. The $10 remain in the field because that's a no field 5. Here they come. And 4 tray, line away. Take it all away, casino. Here we go. The cleanup crew's coming. And let's see. You know, I think we might have enough here to justify leaving the table. I think I'll be happy if I have 20%. So 20% would be $100. So let's see where we are. There's 475. We'll take that away. There's our bankroll, I think. 1, 2, 3. That's 400. We're not there. We're not there. We're still a little under. So we'll keep on going. We're actually we might be in profit by a couple of dollars. Yep, about $17 or $18. But let's see what happens. Well, final shooter here. Dice are out. Let's get a point shooter. 4, 2, 6. You can work the come out on this, but you're taking a chance that our buddy comes and wrecks your day. Of course, he could come right now too. Who knows? $10 in the field, and the dice are out. And there he is. Talked him into existence, folks. Now we're behind. Nice 0.7 out. Thank you, dice. Here they come. 6, 1, 7. 4, 1, 5. Fever. 0.5. Lost a red chip there. Let's see what happens. Here they come. 5, 3, 8. That will be $25 back to the rack. Dice are out. And 5, 2, 7. Gotta love it, folks. Gotta love it. Net loss of about $40 there. Doesn't help our bottom line. Dice are out. Let's try it again. 5, 2, 7. That's another 7. There's a 10. Easy way. 6, 4, 10. Big Ben, our best friend, the number 10 on the end. Dice are out. 4, 1, 5. Of course, we'll lose the field because we don't have any coverage on a 5 yet. There's a yo. 6, 5, yo 11. That one will get us the 10 back, and this time we'll cover the 5. Here they come. 6, 5, yo, back to back, yo 11. Outside we go. Here they come. 4, 2, 6. That'll be a $35 winner, and we'll replace the field. Dice are out. 2 craps. We'll see double. That's going to be 2 for 1 in the field. Grab those numbers quick. Dice are out. A double in the bubble once again. Back-to-back snake eyes. We're rolling a lot of horn numbers. But double in the bubble is always good. So let's do you. And we'll pump these guys up too. Dice are out. 6, 4, 10. Big Ben, our best friend, number 10. We're going to owe $1 and we'll get 30 for the box number. This goes somewhere. We'll pump it to the 6 and 8. Dice are out. 3, 1, 4. Very nice. We're hitting the outside numbers, which is always a good thing. $1. We'll take our 10 for the field, drop our $1 for the vig. That's 15, so that's going to get us 30 back to the rack. And this 10 has to go somewhere. We'll take the 5 and 9 to start. Dice are out. 10 the hard way. Very nice. We're going to get a field win on that, and we're also going to get a $30 recoupment. Ups to $29 technically after we make the vid police happy. Make sure they get their cut. 10 in the field. Put it on the 4 and 10. Here they come. 4, 2, 6. That's a $25 payday back to the rack. $35 win, but we keep 10 in the field, so 25 goes back to the rack, and here they come. 3, 1, 4. Shoot the money to me, honey. Easy 4. $20 4. $1 will get us 40 for that one. And we're also going to get 10 for the field, so we'll take that back. 40 on top. 10 in the field. Send these guys up another unit. Actually, you know what? That's an incorrect payment. We had a 6 and we had what? 25, 30? We had an extra unit on there. So hold on. We get more than 25. Hold on. I gotta think. 30. That was 36. So 36 would be 42. Minus 10 would be 32. Gotta keep these dealers in check. 32. So we're gonna get 32. We already took 25. So another 7. We get another $7 from the previous roll. I'm glad I caught that, because the money needs to come in order for us to keep going. All right, we're good there. Dice are out. 2 craps, 1 spot and 1 dot. That'll get us a lot in the field. Double in the bubble. So here we go. Some loving outside all the way. So these are all $25 bets now. We'll sub them out. All right, here we go. Dice are out. 2 craps. So we get another double in the bubble. Some lovin's got to go here, and we'll go outside on the 4 and 10. Another top hat. And here we go. Dice are out. Hard 8. It's Bert and Ernie, the square pair. We're going to come out good on that. So let's see. 35, 45, 48, 48. It's been a long time since I've done this. 8 units. It's going to pay 56. Minus 10 is going to be a $46 win. And we will take every dollar. $56 win altogether. After we take the 10 out of the field, it's 46 going back to the rack. Dice are out. 2, 1, 3. If I'm in the field, that's for me. $10 win in the field. We'll pump the 5 and 9 another unit. Here they come. 5, 4, 9. That's going to be a field winner for 10. And a $35 9 will pay $49, I believe. That's 5, 6 units. Oh, no. Hold on. Gotta think. 7 for 5. So, that's... Oh. 6 $5 units. Times 7. Doesn't make sense, though. Oh, we can't do simple math this morning, folks. It's 7 for 5, so we've got 5. We got 6 units of 5 times 7. That's 42. That doesn't seem to make sense. We shall consult, because for some reason my mind does not want to do simple math this morning. I think it should be $49. No, it's only 30. A 35 would be 49. Okay, that's right. So this is 42. My error. All that time. We're wasting time here. So $42 on top. Back to the rack. Thank you, Jack. $10 outside. We'll go another unit up here. Getting close to being able to pretty that up with another unit up. But here we go. Dice are out. 6, 3, 9. Pay it. That will be another 10 in the field. And $42 for up top. That's what we like to see. We'll send that to the 4 and 10 and work our way inside. Dice are out. 5, 1 mixer. Pay it. 35, 45, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 54. Nine times 7. I gotta think again, folks. Sorry about this. Should know this by now. $6 units, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 $6 units, so 7 times 9 is 63. It's a $63 payment minus 10, so it's going to be 53 when we're all said and done, because we got to keep 10 in the field. So there we go. Out of practice, folks. Haven't done a video in a while. I don't remember my conversions all that well. Dice are out. Here we go. 6, 2, 8. That's just great. Same reimbursement. It's going to be $53. 63 minus 10. So we'll take another 53, most definitely. Dice are out. Our shooter continues on. Bert and Ernie, the square pair. That's going to be another $53. To the rack, Jack. Dice are out. 6, 2, 8. An easy 8. We'll take the 53 once again. We did the hard work to get it all up there, so we may as well take it as long as the dice gods are going to give it. $53 back to the rack. Dice are out. Continuing on. 516. Those inside numbers are going to be lovely. It's a 5-1 mixer. Good for $53 to our rack. We'll keep that 10 in the field. This is when this strategy actually will make you boatloads of money, especially when you get a shooter who can shoot the dice. There's a hard 10, puppy paws. That's a $35 10. That will be still $1 for the VIG. And we will get 70 for that one. We will trade in 5 and get 75. And that was a 10, so we got to pay the field as well. And where are we? 5 and 9 go next. Dice are out. 314. Pay it. That'll be $1 and 5. So we'll get 75 for that when all is said and done. We're going over here, but I'll tell you, we're gonna finish this shooter out because right now we're making money for as long as he can keep rolling. 314, 75. So we'll take the 75. We're gonna get another 10 for the field, and these guys are gonna go up. And I got 5 and 5 here, so let's pretty this up a little bit. There's 5. So we'll keep the 10 here. These guys are going to go back, and we're going to get another green chip underneath. We are up to $60. 6s and 8s off a $10 field. We have a hot shooter too, so that's helping. Dice are out. And that's the end. 5-2, you're all through. That'll do. And we're going to walk away from the table with a big smile on our face. The casino's field winnings made some good money for us. So, cannot complain in the least there. We're going to get Joe Casino organized here and come back and count up. There it is, folks, and to make it easy, this is our starting bankroll. So there's our 500. This is all profit. That's another 100, so we'll color that up with a black chip. Still getting used to where the camera placement is here, so gotta keep that there. We'll do some color ups on the white chips. Look at that, perfect. That's gonna be good for 15. We'll color these guys up to a green. And let's take these. These guys are all settled for now. Look at this. There we go. That's what we call a nice crap session at the casino. There's 400. Thanks to some hot shooters, we have, there's 25, 5 $530 in profit off of our field bullet, the $10 field bullet. And actually, it wasn't the bullet per se. This was more or less a modified version of an iron cross, where we just played 6-8 in field and then used the field, the $10 field, to increase our box numbers. And box numbers, hits, go back to the rack. So that's simply what this strategy was, and it was definitely a profitable one, to say the least. That's going to do it for me for this episode, folks. Joe from Feel Like Craps here. I always feel like craps, and I hope that you do as well. We will see you on the next video. Remember, whenever we go to the casino, we should never bet with money that we cannot afford to lose. Until the next time, be well, stay safe, and as always, every trip to that casino, I hope those dice gods remain forever and always in your favor.